Gonna be playing with the airbrush here. Gonna try to do this Albert Hoffman stuff. Gonna do his outline first, and then we'll add in these other layers. A little heavy in that corner there. I'm working with my Cricut machine to try to get this stencil cut. I'm doing it in multiple layers, so let's see how it works. Alright, try to save that one and it ripped. What's going on, guys? Mustache VR, how are you? Alright. So, I do believe I want to do his lab coat next, and try to get the lab coat pieces peeled real quick. If you're new to the channel, the reason I'm trying to do this is because I'm going to custom paint my motorcycle. And it's going to be all themed with this guy. How's it going, everybody? Decently. I like the way the outline looks. What I did differently on this one was I did that instead of the inner piece of Albert, like that yellow piece, I did the outer piece like that. Doing it a couple different ways, see which way it looks the best. Show you kind of like what I'm doing now is cutting out his lab coat. Where it's cut, I'm just peeling it out. It's called weeding. Okay. So there you can see his lab coat. Blast in the lines for that. I think I need to cover that neck up just a bit. Do the same thing over here. All right. See how it looks when I blasted the lines in real quick? There's his lab coat. Let's keep going here. This will be the first time I've tried to do his face. I have a face cut out here. Need to get his... He wears glasses. Trying to very carefully remove because I'm not sure what I did here, if I cut out a little too much with the Cricut. Let's see what's going on here. I peeled out the right section right here, and then I needed to peel that piece out. So we're just gonna keep going. See how it works, because I gotta try out these templates to see if they're gonna work or not. So Then if not, I go back to the Cricut machine and I do the cuts again. You can see his face is kind of looking good. That's what his glasses should have looked like. Just one more here. So that's what the face was supposed to look like, minus that right eye there. Now what I gotta do is get a piece of contact paper. Or transfer tape is what they call it here for the Cricut machine. So everything I did on this, I went online, I found an image on Google, and then uploaded it into the Cricut software, and then I used the Cricut software to kind of like cut out the lines that I'm using here as the stencil. And what this transfer tape does, this is basically just clear sticky tape. And I'm going to put it over this little face that I have cut out. And it's going to keep those certain cuts, like the mouth and the eyes, in the right spot. It'll make a bit more sense here. Alright, so I got my transfer tape over my face. Now what I'll do here, take my little tool and I'll peel up these things are supposed to come with me. You gotta take your time to make sure that's what happened with his eyes. The eye that I have here on my fingertip has 2 cuts in it, but the one on the inside is too small to try to get out. Try to place accurately back in. So you see. Now. And that's the same thing with this eye. I'm okay with it because I got both eyes the same way, right? I want it to be uniform. Let's see if we can see how it looks right here. That is what's the hardest part about all this is making sure it's like the cuts that you're making on the computer are the right size, because I'm making each one of these little pieces individually. Alright, so this is a new piece. This is exciting. I haven't tried this piece yet. This is a new layer to the painting. So we'll see how it looks. I'm not worried about my colors right now. When I put this on the actual bike, I may do different, well, I'll definitely do different colors. I may not even use the airbrush. My dad was kind of saying that with his face and the molecule that he's holding in his hand, we may just do like some ink pens. And that might be a little bit easier for us. But I am not an artist, so that's why I'm doing this kind of stuff with the stencils. It's because it's easy for me to make the stencil on the Cricut machine. Doesn't look so bad. I definitely need to fix the stencil or be careful with how I pull it off. You can definitely see the halo of that sticker, so if I want to do it again, gotta masking tape it off on the actual bike. So I'm not in love with the face. That looks like the mouthpiece. I must have pulled the mouthpiece off. So there should have been like a little lip crease right there. And if that would have been right, it would have just been like that line that continued right there. Then it would have looked a little bit better, I think. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. So we'll keep working on that. For now, let's go over to this hand piece here. We're going to work on this. See, there's another piece right here. I didn't print out on this piece. Let's just try his hand real quick and see how it goes. Not sure exactly how to do these. Like I said, this is my first. I'm not an artist. This is the third time I've attempted to make this man with this airbrush. I've just gone back to the drawing board a couple different times. And, oh no! Oh, I ripped my paper up under there. So what I need to do here, instead of doing it like this, I need to make the cutout and pull the hand out and then put that over it. So this is the negative. I need the other piece. All right, good learning curve. Got to go back to the drawing board and do it again a little bit. See, kind of the idea is to have circles. This is a molecule in his hand. Kind of has like a this guy is a real guy, Albert Hoffman. If you're not sure who he is, you can Google him. He's holding a real molecule in his hand. They have a bunch of like, there's a cool artist rendering of this guy. All right, well, it was a good attempt. I learned a little bit. I gotta be real careful when you're pulling off your stencil with all these little fine cuts. And like I said, we may not even use a stencil up here. We might just use markers. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you next time.